This is an on-the-spot, face-to-face interaction. So we started this journey by 9 o'clock, and here we are. We have two other places to go.
I want to say good afternoon, everyone. The Vice Chancellor, sir, the #1 person in this community, the Deputy VC, the Registrar, and all other members of the station. Say welcome, sir. You are here in our Directorate of Health Services. And I want to say thank you for finding time to come here, because it has been our desire that one day you will visit us and see what we are doing and also understand our needs. Sir, the Directorate of Health Services is providing help. Our responsibility is to provide healthcare services for this community, not just for this community, the staff, the students, and even the public. And we do that in 3 different levels: under National Health Insurance, under T-SHIPS, and also as a commercial facility. And currently we have the facility is a 40-bed facility on the whole. We have the main campus health center. We have here the ARM campus. We also have the ABAC campus health center. And here in this place we have 24 beds, while ABAC for now has 7. And the main campus has 7, and we also have a health system that has 2 beds. So on the whole, we have 40 beds facility. For now, but we have a capacity to expand more, because our main health center, which is the permanent site, has not yet been fully utilized, because it was being used by other departments and faculties, and they've just handed over. We need to resuscitate the place and relocate so that we can take over food. In this directorate, we carry out activities. We do outpatient, we run our outpatient, we admit patients, and we also do surgery. And we also get involved in public health and primary health care, like family planning. So, like the protocol I've said, I have already prepared an update of our activities. And I want to say, hand over this to the Vice Chancellor so that you will look at it and be able to help us further improve our services in the Directorate. Thank you, sir.
Vice Chancellor, sir, and other distinguished members of the management team, my director, staff of the University of Nyaudo, Directorate of Health Services, good afternoon. I want to say that I'm really very delighted today that the Vice Chancellor and his team has been able to pay us this visit. And I strongly believe that this visit will not be in vain. I'm the university pharmacist. And from time, we know that even in our local language, that hospital is synonymous with drugs. So if you come to the hospital without drugs, then it might mean that the efforts of the consultants, of the surgeons, might be seriously negated. And that has been our experience for some time here. Like I said, that I want to thank God for the Vice Chancellor that has been able to come. We run 2 insurance schemes for drugs and healthcare services in this university. Number 1 is the National Health Insurance Scheme that has to do with staff and staff dependents. Number 2 is the T-SHIP, that's the Student Insurance Scheme program. We thank God that the T-SHIP program is functioning very well. In fact, if not for the T-SHIP program, I will make bold to say that common things like needles, syringes, paracetamol might never be found in the health center. But because of the T-SHIP program and also the insight of the Vice Chancellor, who came in and decided that we should be operating small impress, the ban on impress was lifted. So we're able to have at least something like paracetamol and others. And the students are doing well on the T-SHIP program. But let's take a look at our staff. I want to say that since 2019, contract for drug supplies have not been provided. It has not been detected in the University of Uyo Health Center. And being that I'm a very old staff here, I interact with so many people, I know that some of our staff, they are on drug expenses of over 60,000 naira because of the nature of diseases that they have. And for a funded health insurance scheme not to be operating in our health center is really a very sad thing. And the management of National Health Insurance, they've come to this health center many times. People have complained, they threatened to withdraw the enrollees. So this is a major problem. I don't know about, I believe that my director must have mentioned this in his write-up, in his submission, because it's a very, very major thing. And I really wish that the Vice Chancellor and the management team would take a look at it. It is an insurance scheme and it is funded. If we are able to at least buy drugs, even if it's quarterly, even if by annually, I think it will go a long way to help our staff, the welfare of staff. It's really very, 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 very important. And when it comes to health, it's a very serious matter. That's by the side. Thank you very much. I also want to observe the commercial pharmacy. We have a lot of fee-paying patients. That's people that come in because this health center was set up to serve the staff and also the host community. So people come in here to access the healthcare services. We have doctors here, we have surgeons. My director operates at least 4 patients in a week. And when they come, they write drugs for them, they go away to buy outside. Besides that, the fact that the university might be losing revenue, we are exposing our staff and also even the patients to the problem of substandard drugs outside. So please, I want us to look into that, however we are going to fund the commercial pharmacy very well so that we can have an operational commercial pharmacy that we had before. We were doing very, very well, sir. There were times we were selling 100,000 naira per day. Only very few shops in town can boast of such sales. But now all these things have gone down. And I believe that your visit to us here will bring a change. Thank you very much, sir.
Good day, everybody. Good day, my Vice Chancellor. I'm very happy to see you today because I did not expect this. So, we thank God that you are now aiding our institution, and I believe everything will move smoothly. Number 1, I only want to clear up some points here. Number 1, the gravity of work that we are having here in this health center. Just to me, this is more than health center. It's more than health center. Because when we are talking about health center, it's really something this is medical center. There are a lot of work that is done here. Even the antenatal patient, there are so many here. So I believe if we can increase our manpower, that is the number of doctors. Because how can one person would die? A doctor will be staying from morning till 6 o'clock. Most times I move here by 7. I live here by 7, some to 6. And you must finish everybody because your conscience will blame you for leaving one person behind. So I believe we need more manpower here. Number 2, I learned that last year during the COVID-19 stuff, some people were given, some units were given sustainer allowance. I believe if sustainer allowance is given to units, this unit should have been number 1. Because day, night, morning, day, night, they are toiling. Even during that time, it's very hard for you to convey yourself down here. But we struggle. But this unit, other units, I will not know exactly that is the unit, but I heard that other units were given sustainer allowance. But here, I've not seen one too. Even there wasn't the condition, this IDPI stuff. I don't even know what to say. The IDPI wasn't the old thing. The medical doctor is now being, I'm being paid as if I'm, Conmace 1, step 1, which is as officers. It's not done anyway. In other universities, medical officers start from Conmace 3. But here in UNU, everywhere, the medical officers start from Conmace 3. But here in UNU, we are placed in Conmace 1. Conmace 1 has only 1 step. That means that every year you are still in Conmace 1. Every year you are, because you will not be promoted to another step. So this is a burden to us. How can we work for many years still in step 1? Step 1. It's strong. And I learned that this error is right from the inside when we were taken in as medical officers, because it was called Contis 9 instead of Contis 11. This was a very big error, because everywhere is from Contis 11 for medical officers, and that will now match with Contis 3. So please, I'm just appealing that we are really sorry. And someone with a big family, I think. So please, help us.
This year being this year academic registrar, Board of Works, Health Services, Deputy Registrar in charge of the Business Office, Directors and Head of Units here present, and all others are here present. And let me say, Dr. Ntia, you have announced that you have a very big family. So, that alone should have to mean that we have pity on you now. You know? It's all right, but let us not announce, let no other person announce his own. Otherwise, he will surrender. All right, I thank God for making it possible for us to come see one another, interact. I know that there are teething problems surrounding which he has chronicled and given me the big, which we thought what the pharmacist some has also said. At the end, when she finished, there was a lot of applause from there. So my mind was well said. That is exactly what they were trying to do. One of the well, we are all together with the same goal of helping the system in their own case. Also ensuring that those who have health challenges are looked at to make have this to thank God at the end of the day. I have heard all that you have said, particularly what I am told that from what you have said that some of those who enrolled from for national health insurance they are currently living in one word. Is that true? That's what I'm told. That I did a city. True or false? True. So in your own words, in one sentence, what is responsible?
We don't have stock of drugs for national health insurance.
Lack, it's complete lack.
Yes, since 2019.
It will be inadequacies, but when you say that, it's challenging. That's what you put your hand, you will not even see paracetamol. That's what you are saying. When you roll
I said it's not for
it's all right. We need that program to be. We will look at what they have said to see what we can do. Because if you send somebody to the work, you must give him your hand or tools to work. Anyway, let me do that. Let me not say it open. But you have to come and come with the director of the exhibition. Let's see what we can do to bring back life to the system. Let's see what we can do. You talked about commercial pharmacy. There's no funding left. Yes, commercial pharmacy, you talked about it.
So there is funding. I got to know that we still have money in the university commercial pharmacy account, which was supposed to be an autonomous account. But the logistic of accessing the money is a big problem. So we are still looking at how we are going to do it so that we can be able to have the revolving services that is supposed to be.
Those are the issues understood. When we the direction, we will see what are the other opportunities so that we look at the possibility of bringing this place back to life. Because it will be a thing of joy for me to hear from three members of the Post Commission that they came here and they had the situation with them. Some less of our people. We look at that. But on there, you said you have volume of work to do. By the time you stay till how many are you here? As medical doctors? Okay, don't worry. Sit. 5. Because maybe you say about that, you're not sure.
It's 5. We are 6. That is inclusive of the Director of Health Services. And 2 others are on study leave, so their services are not available.
Those on study leave, are they part of the 6 you talked about? Or 6 on
No. There are 6 working. 2 others are on staff development. So their services are not been available for the past more than 2 years.
All right, that's all right. You see, the problem we have in the university today is that you cannot on your own wake up and say, give this person temporary appointment. You cannot. But when you give, you will not be able to pay. You won't even have 1 naira to pay. You won't have 1 naira to pay. So you have to also get permission here and there to even be able to employ. But let's see what will happen after this, because we want to take off loads off the man that has a very large family. You raise issue of sustenance and allowance. I don't know, have they paid sustenance? Which unit do they pay as sustenance and allowance?
I know that the security
Okay. Can you defend what you are saying? Because when you raise allegation, whoever raises allegation is left for him. Can you defend that? Because I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what they are saying.
So what I'm saying is, apart from whether they are paid or not, but at least for someone during that COVID-19, you know how much we...
No, those are 2 different things. Those who participated fully, in fact, with the monitoring or whatever, they have submitted the list to us and tell us who to pay what. Are you following? And it's been approved. You know, approval means that it will be paid. That's what it means. So, and it will be paid. Remember this COVID thing we are talking about, the whole of 2020, there was no scheme. It's like your child asking you, have been buying a bag of rice. How come you are not buying one a year? You will not answer. That yesterday is not the same as today. So we will pay because we have it. We can confirm that thing. So we pay. And they will not have done selective payments. For what reason? For those who are at the theater, at the forefront of this thing, and we will pay them and then we pay all that. We wouldn't have done so. So it's abused your mind that some people were paid. All I'm saying is that those who were there will be paid. We have received them. We have stated the names and what amount each and every one of us will pay. Not me, I'm not there, my name is not there. So when you have more funds, you'll be able to sort out some of those things. Probably when we start paying all that we need to pay here, this place can't do that. We can't run it again. So please bear with us. Antia, what's the name of the next person to you?
Joy Family.
Eh?
That's Joy Family.
Okay. That's interesting. What about you?
Sorry, I didn't want to let you go.
Okay. Good. I think we should stop there now. That one is more, so we want this other okay. Okay, Dr. Ina. How are you? Good. That's interesting. See, already I'm knowing your names. I don't want to go further than that. It's okay. So what I'm trying to say is that we are working for the good of the system, all of us. What you cannot get today doesn't mean that you can't get tomorrow. So here we just push on, and you should rest assured that whatever is yours is yours. And that's when you're going to be paid. You may be paid when you don't have plenty money at hand. You say, look at me, if I've taken this money that time, this one that I come, I sell this. It happens once in a while. So please bear with us. And let me also use the opportunity to say that I have it on good record that some of you, not all of you, don't come to work here. 2 of us. True. They say when you confess, you are sick. Have you confessed? Yes. So it's here I forgive you. Are you following? Yes. So but please try and be on the ability post early enough. Early enough. And don't exit before it is time. Let me say it again, so that you won't say, I'm not hearing you. I'm saying that if you are to assume duties by 8, for example, be there by 8 o'clock. Because I know in your own case, most cases you do shift. Is it not so? If you are to leave by 10 o'clock, don't leave quarter to 10. I know some of you have the love to wait for your colleague to come, even if I pass 10. Is it not so? Yes. And you also have the love to say, okay, after all, it's only 15 minutes, let me go. So please don't do that, because if we get to know about such practice, it may not learn us well. I couldn't do anything before now because I didn't do that advice. Now that I've given the advice, if I ask, would I be faulted? No. That's why I kept quiet. There will be surprise visit to this place. Let me tell you. Let me give the expo. I'm going to go back to I've said it down, so you have heard. Come to work early, close when you are supposed to close. Because I can drive on my own to this place. Would I come back? Would I leave my car, using my car, because you know my car? I come and see happy. And if in the process somebody is faulted, it will be difficult to forgive. Because we have set the ball rolling. We have put the parameters of indices and indices to use the job and here and there. So please take your work very, very serious. Director, there are people that are not using ID card, and that's because you are also using ID card. You travel inside, how would you know?
The track course.
Okay, please put it on. He said, okay, Familiarization has done well. Put your hands together for myself. So, carry it. Like I've carried it. Okay, look at the DVC's one here. Look at that. Look at it. So carry it. You know why we are saying this? Because of security reasons. If you have somebody, you are sure somebody say, hey, stop there. Who are you? Are you a member of this community? You say, yes, I'm sure you did. Somebody will pull this out and shoot. Are you what I'm saying? So it must be security conscious. It's one of those steps you have taken. So if you don't have ID card, come on, let's be sure that you have one. You have one. So please, use it. And then because security conscious, even when you are out of this place, because the world is something else now. In a day, out of 24 hours, they will talk about this security in Nigeria. 12 hours. It's as bad as that. So we cannot afford to take things for granted. So let me once again tell the Director of Health Services that we had to cause people to forget the health center in the main campus. That's one river. And up to now, we are not taking full possession of that place. Why?
Last week I was there, we have been said to take full possession of the place. In fact, when I went there last, I asked Dr. Sana to get the main entrance locked and keep the key so that we know that way. Then we have a very serious problem in the place. Because even the theater, our theater is here, is very small. Why we have 2 big theaters there? I wanted to move one of our theater, at least some of the student operations, to one of the theater. Then we found out that all the cities are falling down. The place needs renovation. I have written, sir, more than once for this purpose. And we also need perimeter fencing in that health center. If we want us to use, we are talking about security, because there is parts all over the place. Okay, so that is the problem we are having, and we still have some places locked up. That is not the issue. The issue is so many things have rotted away. No water coming in, even in the wards. The toilets have been badly damaged, and we cannot use those places without water, without toilet, without proper lighting. And sir, you've been there more than once, I'm sure. You know exactly what I'm talking. And there is so much damage.
How do you know that I know?
I met you there once, and you told me that.
I agree that I've been there, but I may not know better like I said. It's all right, don't worry. We have said that you and the Director of Finance should come. Thank God. I know the way you were singing and swinging your hand, one day the thought that I don't walk in here like So when you come, we have to look at it and then see what we can do. Once you see the sterilization of the facilities there. Thank you, sir. And then when are you coming? Monday?
My sister, if you ask me to come, even today I'll be there.
Come on Monday. Okay. So then we are worn out.
What time, sir?
Let's look at it from 11.
Okay. We will be there.
11, 12, between 11 and 12. Yeah. Let's see when how we can sort out things. We want to bring back this place fully to life.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So let me use the opportunity to thank you, even though I assured the Director that I'll go and look at this synopsis and see what we can do, because that may not be called. You want to say something?
Yes.
As we said two. Why is it?
No, they've not said anything concerning our own session, the laboratory.
Are you sure it's not the problem? Ideally, when business speaks, and then there's an action, nobody speaks again. Whatever challenge you have, pass it through them. Then they will drink it on. But let us do it for you to know your name.
Take I take Kana.
Kana, okay.
I told them Chancellor.
Okay.
Laboratory.
That's interesting. So you have to wait, they were waited for us. I've seen very young people right behind like this. Very young, which is good for the system. And we have people who take over from us. Wrong with it. This is not good.
Yes, sir.
The people are trying to say who is actually young. So thanks so very much for what you've done.